Hi, everyone. We're going to give it just a minute to let everyone get logged in. So we thank you for your patience, and yeah, I'll be back in just a minute. For those of you just jumping in, we're just going to give it just another 30 seconds or so, just so that way everyone can get logged in. All right, looks like we're ready to begin. So first of all, I just want to thank you all for joining us today. My name is Tim with Lush Experiences, coming from a very sunny Pittsburgh, which I'm actually really happy about, finally. So we really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. We know things are crazy as everyone's getting ready for their summer travels, and you're responsible for it all. So truly, thank you so much for your time today. I'm really excited about today's webinar with my colleague Diliana from LDC. You may already know our two other LDC properties that we have in our collection, the Palazzo Venot, which is in Venice, and the Palazzo Portinari Salviati, which is in Florence. I was actually just at both of those properties, as was my colleague Mackenzie, who many of you may know. So if you have any questions, you can certainly ask us or any of your Lush contacts about them, and we'd be happy to share about our experiences there. But the reason that we're here today is because we have a new member of the LDC family joining our collection. So we're really excited about the Relais Sant'Uffizio that is soon to be reopened in Piemonte, the Piedmont region of Italy, which is a really exciting region that you may or may not already be familiar with. So really happy to have you learn about the property today. Just by way of reminder, if you have any questions throughout this afternoon's webinar or this morning, wherever you're coming from, then you can type them into the Q&A button, and I'd be really happy to relay those questions with Diliana at the end of our time together. But for the time being, I hope that you just really enjoy learning about Relais Sant'Uffizio. It's my pleasure to introduce you to Diliana. Ciao, how are you, Diliana?
Hi, hi to everyone. I'm fine. Thank you for this opportunity and thank everyone to join this webinar. It's gonna be a very nice and great occasion to introduce you our new gem, as you mentioned, that is part of a new member of the Lush family, and I'm really excited to go ahead with the presentation. And prob. Uh, as Tim already mentioned, Relais Sant'Uffizio is part of LDC Hotels Italy, and you already may know other two gems that we have, Palazzo Portinari Salviati in Florence and Palazzo Venart in Venice. Now we have this new property, which is located in the north part of Italy. Probably most of you are familiar with the region. Uh, it's located in the province of Asti, uh, into Monferrato, Langhe-Roero, which is part of the UNESCO heritage, and it's also surrounded about this green heaven, I would say. It's a perfect location for relax, as you may see of these pictures. In terms of location, we are located in the north part of Italy, within between Milan and Torino. So it's easily reachable for the both airports. Milan Malpensa is 1 hour and a half almost driving. In It's a very important hub of that part of Italy, but also Torino Caselle, which is very comfortable for who is doing a stopover to Francoforte. The flight from Francoforte to Turin, it's approximately 30 minutes. And for those who would like to enjoy an European tour, it's easily reachable from France and Switzerland, and it's on the way down going to Liguria, Portofino, Cinque Terre. In terms of history, as you may see, it's a historical building which was built between the 16th and the 17th century as a monastic settlement. where the religious and administrative each issues were managing for the Dominical order. But it has also productive dimensions because silkworms were raised up in the attics, where now we have our wonderful rooftop suites. And also there was a production of wine on the vineyards in the surroundings. Then during the centuries, especially on the 18th century with the Napoleonic suppressions, it lost the original purpose, becoming the agriculture estate. And to come to nowadays, part of the LDC family, it's a wonderful relay. And especially in this moment, we are doing a transaction from 4 to 5 stars, proceeding with the systematic refinement, but we try to keep the authentic and the original framework of the property. Our idea behind is to combine history, nature, and old-fashioned hospitality, along with the culinary and wine, which is quite typical for both the area and Italy itself. During this transition, we enlarge certain units. We optimize the layout in order to meet better the five-star standards. So I will go ahead with the presentation so we can have a look on it. This is the area. As I mentioned before, here you have Torino and the Caselle Airport, and this is approximately 1 hour and 20 minutes driving. The property is seasonal, but the operation season is quite long. So we are open till the end of the Christmas holiday. So we close around January and reopen in the end of February, beginning of March, ready for Easter. Here we have some renders because we are doing the reopening now. So the date of opening will be 14th of June. So here we can go deeper into the property, see some common areas, the lobby, the lounge area as well. Here you will find the choice that we made in terms of color. We keep earth tones, natural patterns, symbolically trying to get the nature which is surrounding the property inside the property. And you can see this with the perception of depth and openings that we're trying to get in every room. In terms of technical information, the rooms are 36 in different categories, going from the classic rooms up to the rooftop suite, along with some iconic suite that we have on our noble floor, which are Pope Paolo III, Sant'Uffizio, and the 3 historical junior suite. In terms of square meters, we are going from 20 to 30 in the classic room, going up to 53 square meters in the rooftop. We redesign all the furniture, which is custom. Here we go. We will find marbles, fine textures. Here we go. This suite is amazing. This is the most iconic, which is called Sant'Uffizio suite. So as you can see, we have all these frescoes. You have the terracotta floor, and it's perfect for couples, for honeymooners, or for special occasions. There are some more pictures. Some of the rooms are overlooking the garden, especially the prestige room where we can have patio or a balcony, and they're overlooking the external swimming pool or the vineyards. Other category that could be interesting for the spa lovers is the luxury suite, which has direct entrance from the spa. a panoramic spa overlooking the entire garden of the hotel, where you can find the internal pool, a sauna, a Mediterranean and Turkish bath, and all the treatments and massage cabins. Talking about food, because we're in Italy, uh, in Italy, food is quite important. So people, most of the time, instead of asking you, how are you, ask you if you eat already, which for Italian means the same. So here in LDC, we are very focused on food and beverage. And here we have a Two-Michelin-starred restaurant with our chef Gabriele Boffa, who is quite young. And some people say also handsome. And if you're lucky enough, you can meet him also and experience his fine dining. Here we go. As you see, there is a continuity of the colors, the natural colors of the entire property, also in the restaurant, La Locanda del Sant'Uffizio. Here are some examples of food, but we also can offer a bistro for lunch, dinner, and where also the breakfast is served. You can choose between the internal area and the external below to the wisteria pergola that we have. This is the lounge area that I mentioned before, which is a nice area for gatherings. Also, if you have families that need to collect before an experience or before departure or at arrival time, with the original fireplace. And behind you have our cocktail bar, which has an internal and external part with this glass pavilion. So guests can enjoy also during winter the nature which is surrounding the entire property. Last but not least, we also can host some private events, weddings, or multi-generational gatherings. So we also have the possibility to have this part with buyouts or not necessary, up to 50 people. Here's some example of the setup, a meeting room also. Here the Italian style garden and the external swimming pool. I would also like to give you some technical information. It's perfect for families because we can offer family suite as a solution, connecting room as well, and a lot of experience of the surrounding area, starting with the tennis court that we have, the spa, which is always included in the rates, but we also can arrange some typical activities of the area like truffle hunting, wine tasting, Vespa tours, e-biking, and so on. So yeah, it's perfectly suitable to relax and for medium long-term stay, I would say. So I'll be happy to assist if you have some more question, if we have some curiosity.
Thank you so much, Diliana. It is such a stunning property. I'm sure everyone can agree. And I've seen several comments coming into the Q&A that say just an absolute beautiful property. So I think everyone will be really excited to send their clients there and hopefully visit themselves.
Yes, I hope it's gonna be soon because like our main goal is to host people, so it's our mission to do this. So it's always a pleasure have you and let you experience what we see every day.
Absolutely. And thank you for that so much. Just got another comment that says, love this, a very special property. So thank you for that. And if you have any questions, please feel free to type them into the Q&A box so that way I can address them. I do have a couple. So the first one is, can you please reiterate the best way to get to the property, both from Milan and from Torino?
Perfect. You can choose between have a transfer. We will be pleased to arrange it, and based on which airport, of course, I will share with you all the information. Sorry to going that fast, but I just want to go to the beginning to give you some information on the map. So you see here you have the Caselle Airport, which is the one close to the city of Torino, where you have direct flights from Francoforte. So we have, if you do stop by Francoforte, it's easy. At the distance is 1 hour and 10 minutes approximately driving. Or you can do Milano Malpensa, which is a little bit more far, but it's really a little bit because it's 1 hour and 30 minutes driving as well. So yeah, the best way is driving with a transfer.
Of course, which
Here,
you did say you can arrange, correct?
exactly, and we will be happy to do that. So here you see Malpensa, it's on the top. I don't know if you see my mouse here on the
Hmm.
screen. This is Malpensa in the Milan area, and here you have Torino. So this way is 1 hour and 10 minutes, and here 1 hour and 30. Pretty much same.
Wonderful.
If you are going by train because you are already in Italy, you can get the train till Asti, and then we can arrange a transfer, which is approximately 20 minutes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And that was a great question. Thank you for asking that. Can you reiterate again how many keys there are on property?
The keys are 36,
36,
divided between different categories.
of
So we
course.
can go from the classic room, which is our entry level, then go up to prestige, deluxe suite, luxury suite with terrace or not, and
Hmm.
then I'll end up with the rooftops, historical suite, and the two iconic, which are Sant'Uffizio and Paolo Terzo.
Fantastic.
All
And
the rooms,
oh, go ahead.
sorry,
Nope, that's
uh,
my fault.
just to one more information that all the rooms are twinnable except of the iconic Sant'Uffizio. So it may be useful also to know.
Yes, that's really helpful. Thank you for sharing that. And do you have any idea or general idea of rates at this point?
Yes, it depends on the period, but let's say that the low season, which is basically January, February, and March, uh, the entry level can start at around 330 euro up to 1,000 for
Hmm.
the rooftop suite, the iconic suite, and so on. This is the low season. If you go further to the high, which is October, November, well, when the truffles come out,
Hmm.
uh, also June, July, and the holidays of December, we go up from 660 the entry level and up to 2,000 the suites. So this
That's
is
great.
the range, but we have a lot of price within this range based on the middle season as well.
That's great. No, thank you so much. That's really helpful to know. Just one more question, clarification about
Yes.
for guests that may want to arrive by train. You said
Okay.
that Asti is the closest station. Is that correct?
Asti is the closest station. It depends always where you're coming from, but we also can arrange a transfer from Torino, which is
Okay.
a little bit farther,
Hmm.
but it's well connected with this fast train. Probably the guests who already know Italy, they know it. It's Frecciarossa and Italo, so it's the high speed train.
Right.
It's like 50 minutes from Milano, for example.
Perfect. And then just again to reply to your question, yes, they can arrange transfers by car from any of those places. So don't
Yes.
hesitate to reach out when you're making your booking or when time is getting close for your clients to arrive with any of those additional details so that we can
Yes, all the team which is up there will be happy to assist not only with the transfer but with the experience, with all the needs in order to make this the stay special.
absolutely. It'll be a wonderful experience for everyone to be able
Yes.
to be there, and your team will undoubtedly make it that special.
Thank you.
That's what LDC does. It's amazing.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
I
of
really
course.
appreciate it.
Of course, of course. Well, seeing that we don't have any further questions at this time, I just want to remind you all that we'll be following up to everyone in attendance with an email, providing you with contact information for Diliana and LDC, as well as a recording of today's webinar. And you always have your Lush team at your disposal. So please don't hesitate to reach out to any of us on the team. We're happy to put you in touch directly and to do anything that we can to facilitate, a smooth inquiry and booking process for you and your clients. We have a wonderful advisor, Marianne, who just said she might come out in July to see your beautiful property. So please make sure to contact us and let us know, and we'll make sure to set you up.
It's gonna be an honor.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you all so much again. We appreciate your time. Thank you, Diliana, for your time. I hope you enjoy
Thank
a
you.
lovely evening.
Thank you for giving us this opportunity to spread the word. We really appreciate it. And we can wait to have you and your valuable guests at our property.
Thank you so much. Take care, everybody. Ciao,
Thank
ciao.
you for your time. Ciao. Arrivederci.
Yes, arrivederci.